Hello. In this video, we will be talking about lighting equipment. Let's start by discussing what we will be placing our lights on: a regular stand or a C-stand. Let's start with classic stands. We'll discuss their advantages and disadvantages and generally what they are best used for. Stands come in different sizes and are designed for different loads. Here are some small ones. I'll say right away that large fixtures are heavy. Never think about putting them on. So, what are the advantages of the classic stand? First of all, its main advantage is that when folded, it takes up little space and is compact for transportation. The disadvantage of the classic stand is that you cannot attach an extension to it, unlike systems that we will return to shortly. How to properly set up a classic stand, and how to know which equipment by weight and size can be placed on it. First of all, pay attention to the position of the legs. These crossbars should be parallel to the floor. In this position, the stand is the most stable and works most effectively. Another important aspect of using a classic stand is the clamps between the sections. You don't need to fully unscrew them when you are adjusting the height of the section. When you have tightened it and want to raise or lower it, just make a half turn. This is enough to loosen the clamp, so you can adjust the height. How do you find out the maximum size of the equipment you can place on your stand? The simplest way is to just search the model of your stand on the internet. The specifications will list the maximum load capacity. Baby pin is a standard mount for installing medium or small-sized equipment. If you want to use larger equipment, it will most likely not have a baby pin but a junior pin. For this, you need to use a combo stand instead of a classic small stand. For larger and heavier equipment, combo stands are used. Why are they called that? You probably guessed it already. The word combo means combination. This stand combines two pins. The larger one is a junior pin, and there is a separate socket with a baby pin for smaller devices. An interesting fact is that the equipment is very specifically designed so that the inner part of the mount fits a baby pin, while the outer part perfectly fits a junior pin. We've covered classic stands. Now let's look at what's next. C-stand. What is its main advantage? It is the fact that we can attach an extension here. The extension allows you to position the equipment out of the frame, raise it to an additional height relative to the stand, or conversely, lower your equipment below the minimum height of your stand. Another advantage of C-stands is that many models have a leg that can be adjusted in height, allowing you to place your C-stand on uneven surfaces or, for example, on a step. I want to clarify right away that a C-stand is not just the stand itself, but rather the combination of the stand and the extension. Beginners often have many problems with how to effectively and conveniently fold a C-stand. I will show you a very simple and effective method. Carefully flip your C-stand, gently pressing it against the floor, and use your hands to spread the legs. Carefully place it back on the ground again. How do you properly use a grip head and an extension to make it easier for you to install the extension on the grip head? Install it from the lower position and tighten the grip head. Two very important aspects: we tighten our grip head so that the equipment is positioned clockwise and tightens under its own weight extremely. The second important aspect is the safety rules and usage of the C-stand. Always remember that the extension should be parallel to the longest and largest leg of your C-stand. Do this so that the largest leg acts as an additional support for the C-stand. Always use sandbags to further secure your C-stand and protect your equipment from falling.